Welcome back. This is chapter 5th, Princess September. And now I'm going to explain page number 40 to you. So here we go. There's no joke, said September. But some of Mama's cats are prowling about tonight. And I think you're much safer in there. Well, just for this once I don't mind, said the little bird, so long as you let me out in the morning. So here this line say, Princess September responded strongly and said, oh, that was not a joke, but for his safety. He had been put into the cage because Mother's cats were moving about that night. The bird replied back and said he did not care if it was only about that night, and he was freed the next morning. Next part now. He ate a very good supper and then began to sing, but in the middle of his song he stopped. I don't know what is the matter with me, he said, but I don't feel like singing tonight. Very well, said September, go to sleep instead. So here this line say, after taking a sumptuous dinner, he started to sing, but stopped midway through. It was a strange experience even for the bird, who had no idea why he did not feel like singing. September, in her reaction, asked him to go to sleep. Next part now. So, he put his head under his wing and in a minute was fast asleep. September went to sleep too. But when the dawn broke, she was awakened by the little bird calling her at the top of his voice. So here, this line say, so as advised, he went to sleep, putting his head under his wing, and within a minute was fast asleep. September went to sleep after that as well. But at dawn, the princess was awakened by the little bird when he shouted at the top of his voice. That is, when he shouted very loudly. Next part now. Wake up, he said. Open the door of this cage and let me out. I want to have a good fly while the dew is still on the ground. You are much better off where you are, said September. So here, this line say, the bird pleaded her to get up first and then to open and allow him to come out. He continued further and said he wanted to enjoy a good flight while there was still dew on the grass. She replied he was far more better there than outside. Next part now. Let me out, said the little bird, and he tried to slip through all the bars of the cage, but of course couldn't, and he bet against the door, but of course he couldn't open it. Then the 8 princesses came in and looked at him. They told September she was very wise to take their advice. So here this line say, the bird made repeated requests to let him out. He then tried to slip through, that is, come out from between 2 bars of the cage, but could not. Then he hit the gate of the cage a number of times, again failing to get a success. Then the 8 princesses walked in and found the bird in cage to their delight. They complimented her for taking the advice like a wise. Next partner. They said he would soon get used to the cage and in a few days would quite forget he had ever been free. The little bird said nothing at all while they were there, but as soon as they were gone, he began to cry again, "Let me out, let me out." So here this line say, they told her he would know to adjust himself to this new surrounding in a few days' time, and then forget completely about his freedom. So long as her sisters were there in her room, he kept quiet, but the moment they went away, he started to repeat the same request, that is, to let him out. So, this is all for now. Thank you.